Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan, I'm going to cover and discuss the release from jail of two men connected to Al-Qaeda who attempted to carry out what would have been one of Britain's biggest terror-related incidents ever. This story has been covered in a lot of outlets. I'm going to use the Kent Online, which is a regional place, and the reason being one of the places targeted by them is in the area, and it seems to be one of the more stories with more details than others. So I'm going to use theirs, and this came out in their online outlet last night. Sorry, yesterday afternoon. And the headline is, two men from Al-Qaeda-linked group who planned to bomb Bluewater have been released from prison. Two men who plotted to bomb Kent's biggest shopping centre and kill hundreds of people have been released from prison. Wahid Mahmoud and Anthony Garcia were two of the 5 men jailed for life after being found guilty back in April 2007, after their horror plans to use fertiliser-based explosives were uncovered. And then there's a photograph of him, which we'll put up there. Mahmoud, now 52, from Crawley, was released from prison back in September after being cleared by the parole board. A parole board spokesperson confirmed that a panel had directed the release of Garcia and Mahmoud, adding, "Parole reviews are undertaken thoroughly and with extreme care. Protecting the public is our number one priority." The former gas boiler engineer, who is married and has children, went on to launch a High Court case against an application by Met Police to make him subject of a serious crime prevention order. These are put in place to stop criminals and terrorists from committing further offences by restricting their movement, contacts and use of finances and technology. Mahmoud is already subject to strict licence conditions, including surrendering his passport. I wouldn't have done that, I'd have let him go. Any other country's daft enough to take him. Here's your passport, son. Cheery bye now. GPS tagging, lie detector testing, signing in with police and a curfew. He and Garcia were led by ringleader Omar Khayyam in the terrorist plot which was foiled by MI5. Mahmoud was a leading member of the gang and sent others abroad for jihadi training. The subsequent trial was one of the biggest in UK criminal history. Speaking at the time, Judge Sir Michael Astell said, "You have betrayed this country that has given you every opportunity. All of you may never be released. It is not a foregone conclusion." Mahmoud's character was revealed after he was heard complimenting the terror of the 2004 Madrid bombings. Speaking about the incident which killed 191 people, he was overheard saying, "Spain was beautiful, wasn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So much impact." On another occasion, he talked about bombing the Bluewater shopping centre in Kent. On a Saturday, he was heard saying, "I don't know how big it would be. We haven't tested it yet, but we could tomorrow and do one tomorrow." Mahmoud also suggested pitching a burger van on a street corner and selling food laced with poison. This blows my mind. The judge told them, "Don't expect to come out. It's not a foregone conclusion." And I'm kind of wondering, they've not said it. I mean, they mentioned his passport, but one thing in the judge's summing up, which I find a bit suspicious, as if it's maybe giving something away. He said, "You have betrayed this country that has given you every opportunity." That to me doesn't sound like somebody born and raised here. And I might be wrong, but I would suggest that is more likely someone who has came here. And if that's the case, and this is an ex-criminal convicted of the most heinous of acts. I would love to know why he is still here. Why this guy needs a tag to be in the country at all. If, as that cop, I'm basing it on that one comment, I'm not basing it on how he looks or his name or anything else. I'm basing it on that one judge's comment. You have betrayed this country that has given you every opportunity. I don't think he would say that about somebody that was born here. So if this man was not a UK citizen, or we granted him citizenship, then I believe that should be revoked. And I'd be shocked and stunned. So I will spend a bit of time over the coming few days looking more into Mr. Mahmood, because this just seems very, very strange. And I can only suggest that if he is not a British citizen, the only reason he's still here is for some ECHR reason, for European Commission of Human Rights legislation that will go, oh, he's got a family here, we can't move them. Oh, yes, you can. And you can do it clear of your conscience. Because if, and I keep saying it if, and I will look into this, if Mahmood is not of British descendants, and his kids had to go somewhere else, and that's unfortunate. But that lies with him, not with me and you. And I don't sleep well at night knowing that people like this are walking the streets of the United Kingdom. And I know they can tell us all these buzzwords about how these panels, payroll panels and whatever, look into it and try and safeguard that. The fact is, a lot of people that get out of jail reoffend. So there's a chance. And a guy who was planning to do such hideous crimes and was foiled by the people in MI5, not the coppers doing their normal job. This is serious. It's a serious operation. Think about it. MI5 were involved in catching these guys. It's pretty serious. And the fact that, he's summing up, the judge said, all of you may never be released. It's not a foregone conclusion. Yet this guy, who is described as a leading member of the gang and who organised sending other people in his gang, below him in his gang, abroad for jihadi training, and he's released. Must have some redemption, the boy. So, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please consider subscribing, and if you do that, hit the notifications bell. You'll be told when I've got any videos coming out. And please give me your comments below. Let me know what you think of the video and the content of the video. But most importantly of all, unless you're anybody who lives under the protection of the British government and financially benefit from being in the United Kingdom and plan to carry out acts of terror against British citizens, not you, but
everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.